What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I am your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, aka Mental Healness from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You know where to find me at. If this is your first time seeing my face, I am a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. The point of my entire platform is to bring awareness to this disorder and validate the victims and survivors of the abuse that accompanies it. Today, we're going to talk about the smear campaign again. I know I get a lot of comments about the smear campaign. How should you react to it? But I'm going to give it to you from the narcissistic perspective. Smear campaign is when a narcissist literally, unleashes, the smear. They're trying to smear your reputation. They're online talking junk about you, making false claims. They're online, and most of the time it's lies, y'all. Sometimes they might hit you with the truth. Well, the truth really isn't a smear, though, is it? Yeah, the truth isn't a smear. So a lot of times, most times, it's going to be lies, twisted truths, half truth, lies. Things like that to try to smear you, to try to lower your reputation, to try to give them the upper hand in some kind of divorce and some kind of the way people view the way people view the narcissist in your life and things like that. So me personally, I used to use the smear campaign as a form of a hoover. If you know what a hoover is when, the narcissist sucks you back into the relationship like a vacuum cleaner. They can hoover you by, promising you everything that you want and need, promising you to go to therapy, promising you to get married, promising you to have kids, literally just, promising you literally every single thing that you ever wanted and needed. And why wouldn't they, y'all? To hoover you back into a relationship, why wouldn't they give you everything that you want and need? That's why people, it boggles my mind sometimes when I'm doing the one-on-ones. Hey, I got sucked back into the relationship because they said everything I wanted to hear. Of course, they said everything that you wanted to hear. Why, if somebody wants to suck you back into a relationship or whatever, friendship or whatever, why would they tell you stuff that you don't want to hear? Of course, they're going to say everything that you want to hear. Why? Like, it be blowing my mind. It blows my mind sometimes, y'all. I know you're going to say, well, Lee, you're a narcissist. And you don't really understand the emotions and whatever that goes into it and the trauma bond and stuff. Y'all, of course, they're going to say what you want to hear. Any person that's trying to get you back into a relationship is going to say what you want to hear. Of course. Goodness. Like, y'all, don't fall for the simple stuff. Not even an apology. Don't even apologize. They just say, hey, all change. Please take me back. I won't do it again. Please. You like, this is exactly what I wanted to hear. Thanks. Here you go. Come on home. That's for another video right there, y'all. Sorry for my early rant. Y'all know I get the rant sometimes and it just comes out. You hear my voice change. I get the rant sometimes and it just comes out, y'all. I apologize for my passion. I'm passionate. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna apologize for my passion. Or did I? Did I just apologize? I did apologize for my passion. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, so back to the smear campaign. I used to use the smear campaign as a form of a hoover. And this is just not in relationship with my wife, y'all. I've been my wife for almost 10 years, but I'm 36 years old, so I had a good little chunk of life before I met her. So previous relationships, when people would break up with me, I would, start a little smear campaign. I wouldn't be too malicious because I wanted them back. You know what I mean? I never wanted to break ties with them completely, so I would start a smear campaign with not being very, very mean. It would just kind of be building up to where you could tell if you could try to tell if they didn't give me what I wanted, it was going to get very, very mean and very, very, could be possibly get revealing, and the lies would increase and the intensity and stuff like that. So my intent was to get them to reach out to me to stop the video, to stop the Facebook post, the MySpace post, the Instagram post, the whatever post, to get me to put them back, get them to put me back in to get me to put them back in my top 8 or whatever on MySpace and things like that, to get me to stop spreading rumors to their friends and stuff like that, to the friend group and things like that. So how do you get in my mind, how do you get a smear campaign to stop? You have to reach out to the person that's smearing you, me. And when they reach out to me, like, hey, can you look? My parents saw the post or whatever. My family has seen the post you put on Twitter. Can you take that down, please? I'm like, look, I'm hurt. I'm feeling a certain type of way. Look, I'll take it down if you sit down with me and talk to me. Because look, just let's get some closure or whatever. Can we get some closure? If you sit down and talk to me, I'll take the post down and we can just talk about it and we can go our separate ways. I just want to finish the relationship on a good note, not a bad note. Sorry. And a lot of times stuff like that will work. Stuff like that will work. Because how do you get me to stop smearing you? You have to reach out to me. You know what I mean? A lot of if it didn't work, the smear will continue. And the only time it would stop if they ignored it. Like if you ignore the smear campaign, if narcissists see that you ignore the smear campaign, typically they'll stop. Oh, it's not working. They're not reaching out to me. It's not really people not believing me. They'll stop. Like just don't react. Don't react to the smear campaign. If it's just making you feel a certain type of way, don't reach out to them. Don't try to get it to stop or anything like that. Don't do that, because just ignoring the smear campaign will annoy a narcissist, y'all. Trust me. Ignoring it hurts because they're not getting the point across. The point is to try to protect our reputation. So a lot of times try to get you back and things like that. Try to suck you back into a relationship. And a lot of times is to make the moving on process easier for the narcissist too. It's like kind of give us like some culpability, like plausible denial, but not plausible. What's a good word for this? It just makes it easy. Like if I talk junk about you on Facebook now after we break up, people will understand why I got into a new relationship so quickly. They're like, look, life takes us in different directions. The last person I was with was terrible, awful. They cheated on me. They lied to me. They did this, and that's I'm so glad I found this new person. 1 week later, and y'all, 1 week. People don't get into relationships after 1 week. Sorry, that person's already been in the picture. Maybe not in the cheating capacity, but that person has already been in the picture, waiting to take your place. So it's never really a new supply. The supply has been around. You just probably didn't know who they were, or you did know who they were. And the narcissist talked you off of that, talked you off of that point right there. They're just a friend. This is just a friend. This is the person you don't have to worry about. You don't need to worry about them. They're just a friend. You know what I mean? And that's exactly how it happens right there. So that smear campaign, like I said, could be used as a hoover. It could be used, to help the narcissist move on to into a new relationship. And the smear campaign does not always start after the relationship ends either, y'all. The smear campaign typically starts while you're actually in the relationship or whatever. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It has to be a father, son, daughter, son. I mean, daughter, mom, daughter, mom, son. The smear campaign starts a lot of times while you're actually in the relationship. They'll start spreading rumors to the friend group or whatever about how you treating them. They start putting like passive aggressive posts on Facebook and Instagram. You know what I mean? So start sharing memes talking about moving on and stuff like that. How the person they're with is treating them terribly. They'll just be passive aggressive sometimes, and they'll record the reactive abuse. They'll record you yelling and screaming and post videos and stuff like that. And post it on there just to make it seem like they have a reason to leave you. So the smear campaign rarely ever starts at the end of the relationship. It starts while you're actually in it. They'll start to spread the rumors. They'll catch you on tape. They'll trigger you in front of people. They'll trigger you in front of your friend groups and your family members and stuff like that, and have you acting outrageous in front of people. And people will understand why they left you. Like, dang, you kind of crazy. I can understand why he left. Dang, you kind of aggressive. I can understand why she left you. You know what I mean? So the smear campaign starts in the relationship. And I say this in a lot of videos right here. I harp on it. I preach it. You know what I mean? The best way to combat a narcissist attacks, not even the smear campaign, the rage, anything, the triggers, is to not react. Because I want you to engage with me. Like, I'm one of the weird narcissists. I don't think it's weird, but I'm one of the people that like you yelling and screaming at me actually might turn me on. You hitting me might turn me on. You know what I mean? If I get to trigger you to the point where you hit me, it does something to me. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to look at this and take a new BDSM quiz or something like that, because there's got to be something. There got to be a kink or something like that, right? You know what I mean? But I'm one of those people that just happens to. You hit me, you yell at me, you scream at me. I just like, you know what I mean? It makes me feel connected to you. You know what I mean? That's it in that thing right there. But yeah, the best way to combat the smear campaign is to not react. But if the smear campaign is destroying your reputation, like is hurting your job and stuff like that, get some receipts ready. And this is how I would combat the smear campaign. But I am a narcissist, y'all. Let me preface this by repeating this: that I am a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So take this advice with a grain of salt. I'm telling you, I match energy. If you smear me, I'm going to smear you. If you come at me, I'm going to come at you harder. If you try to ruin my reputation, I'm going to destroy yours. You can ruin mine, I'm going to obliterate yours. I match energy. You want to share a sex tape? I'm going to share a sex tape back. You want to, you want to talk about abuse? I'm going to talk about some abuse too. Like, I'm matching energy. That's how I would combat it. I'm matching energy, but that's not how you want to. I'm a narcissist. So of course I'm going to match energy because that's what I want. I want to get you to react. I want to get you to react. So you might need to do the exact opposite. Don't react. Don't give me that energy. Don't give me any kind of energy to match. If you're giving me zero, how can I can't take it and formulate it. You know what I mean? If you give me zero energy towards me, how can I take it and change it into anything to use against you? You know what I mean? If you're not reacting to me, how can I react to you? It's as simple as that with me. Yeah, but if it is ruining your reputation, cease and desist letters sometimes work. Sometimes you might be dealing with a psychopath and they don't care. They think they're above the law. Cease and desist letters do tend to work. Stop them. Get some people legally involved in things like that. You know what I mean? And if people believe some wild accusations, if your friends believe wild accusations from a narcissist against you, they're not really your friends. Because that's when the triangulation starts. That's when the flying monkeys come in. They are really not your friends. If people believe wild rumors about you, I know you don't want to lose friends, but if people believe the wildest, craziest stuff about you, they are not really your friends, y'all. Those are the narcissist friends. Those are my friends. You know what I mean? Because if they turn against you so easily, were they ever really your friend? I know it sucks being isolated and stuff like that. I lost all my friends because of him. You get to find new, better friends that treat you better and love you and care about you more and won't believe wild accusations as easily. Take it with a grain of salt, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I really appreciate y'all. We growing, y'all. If y'all listen to this podcast on Apple Music or Spotify, please give me a 5-star rating. Please. Somebody gave me a 1-star like the other day. I think some people just listen to this and I think people just see me post and just go hit 1 star, or hit the dislike button, which is kind of weird because you don't get I'm out here trying to help people and you're trying to stifle my content, which is weird. Because if I'm out here trying to help thousands of people get through narcissistic abuse and helping people get into therapy that think they have narcissism or traits of whatever or borderline or whatever, if I'm out here trying to help the masses and you're trying to stop me, what type of person does that make you? Just a reminder, if you're trying to stop somebody, what type of person? You trying to stop somebody that's helping people? What type of person does that make you? The jury's still out on that one, y'all. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of The Narcissist Code. I'm truly thankful for everybody hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on Apple Music or Spotify, rate me high. Give me a good review too. Just say, Lee, you fire. You're the fire. No, I'm just joking. Thank y'all. Anyways, peace.